Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. All right, we are here to start the second month off, and I want to set this call up with 4 big tips that I want you to keep in mind now that you finished your first month. You have some momentum under your belt. These are 4 really important things and tips that I want you to take notes on and to keep in the back of your head as we get into the second month in your business. So, the first one is avoiding body biz burnout. This is very important, which is why I put it as number one. I took this phrase that I'm going to give you from one of my mentors that I invested money in and worked with for just about a year. Keith Callahan. He has been in the body business for over 12 years and has had major success. And he told me this one thing, and it breathed life into me after I had been in this business for about 5.5 years. And that one thing is that to avoid body biz burnout, and that I always want you to keep in the back of your mind, is when you work, you are working. When you're not, you are not. And that spoke to my soul because I do this business because I want time freedom. I want to be with my kids. I want to have a deeper relationship with my husband. I don't want to be tied to another schedule, building someone else's dream. I want to be able to create that for myself. But in doing so, I don't want to sacrifice and spend all of my time doing my business when I should be doing things with my kids or with my husband, because we build our business from our phone. And that is a risky place because where do you get all of your information and all of your communication from outside of your business? Your phone. So we already have to be in our phones for those types of things. And now we're building a business from this device. So please remember this. When you are building your business, or when you're in business mode, you are in business mode, meaning you shouldn't have kids around. You shouldn't have other people, other distractions around you. That's your business time. And when you're with your family, don't check your messages. If I send you something, silent mode, don't answer that. That's your time to be with those people that matter to you. And I really want you to remember that, which means you have to set business hours. Look at your day and find out when you're going to do things, what you need to get done. We know that we need to be inviting, we need to be connecting, we need to be sharing our journey, we need to be getting in our personal development. And we need to be taking care of ourselves. So those 4 things, make sure that you're doing them and you're setting those hours. Communicate with the people in your family, meaning there's sometimes you can't get to work uninterrupted because it's a crazy day. And so you want to take time, maybe when your spouse is driving somewhere, to get work done. Rather than not let them know about that, say, hey, I had a really crazy day. I need to get this in before we get to the destination. I'm going to be on my phone doing X, Y, and Z for my business. So please don't think I'm ignoring you. But if you give them that heads up, then they become more respectful of what you are doing. And it avoids burnout for you because they respect you more with what you're doing, which also means when you're working, don't be scrolling, right? You will be successful in this business if you can get in and get out and do what you need to do without too much overthinking, and you set those boundaries, right? Respect the people in your family, give them the time that they deserve. Try not to be doing work when you're with them. You need to be with them, but then at the same time, let them know when it's business time and you need that time to not be interrupted to get stuff done. So please remember that. It's really important for success. Number 2, our relationship. So our relationship, there's nobody who wants you to win more than me, okay? I want you to build a successful business, and I want you to surpass me in my business. And you have that capability with our direct sales business, which is phenomenal. You really do. So my job is to help you get to your goals. Now, my job is also to push you a little bit. So I'm going to be a mentor first before I'm a friend. I have to do that if you are going to be successful. If I sit back and I'm kind of, it's like what Brendan says, you need to kind of show compassion and then challenge. If I'm just giving you compassion all the time, that's not going to push you to get to your goal. You need somebody who is going to push you and say, absolutely, that's really tough. So what can we do now? Or, X, Y, and Z. So remember that my job is I want you to win. Okay, but I might push you a little bit, and you can set that boundary of when you are ready to move on and when you're not ready to move on. But you have to know that that is the only way I can help you be successful, is if I push you a little bit. So I want you to know that I'm also going to be here for you. I'm also going to guide you within my business hours, right? We're respectful of each other's time, but you have to know that that's going to come with communication. So communicate when something's going wrong. this business is not about me. It is about you and what you need. So know that in your heart, that if you need to back off a little bit, you're not going to hurt my feelings. This is always about you. Okay. If you're like, I need to push, let me know you want to push, or say, Gina, I need you to push me more. I tell Christy this all the time now. I say, can you just please text me or get in my messenger when I'm doing something and you're like, what the heck is she doing? Like, cause I can handle it. Like, I want to grow, so know that you have that same relationship with me. If you're like, I need a girl, Gina, what am I doing wrong? Gina, I don't think we're doing this right. This is your business. This is your life. So we are partners, but you also have your own business. So know that I'm going to push you when I can. When I need to back off, you can tell me that. It's about what you need in your life. So that's really, really important. Okay, next one, number 3, your clients. No matter if you have 10 clients for the month that you got the month before that you're working with now, or 1, okay? That is your key to success. Your key to success is going to be determined by the amount of people that you can help. So whether it is your mother, right? A lot of us sign up our family first, and we might think, well, they don't really believe in this, or they don't want to do this. This is still a person that you can share about on your stories, in your posts, and you can use as you build your business, okay? Even if they don't really want to do the program and they're just there to support you, find out what they do need, right? Maybe they just need somebody to text them once in a while and send them a motivational quote. Or maybe they do want somebody to, help them through a program, or find out what they need, because their success will lead to referrals for you from their own friends and their family, which is how you can build depth in your business without having to do more work. You get a referral from somebody who already is being helped by you. And it's also a story, whether you can anonymously share maybe a sentence that they said that was really powerful, or if they're comfortable with you shouting them out. That is something that you can keep in your tool bag of stories as you are helping people. So those people that you have helped this past month, treat them like royalty. Okay, I'm going to start by saying that you cannot discredit anybody, because every person is a chance to show that what we do works and that you're helping them in some way. Now, I'm going to follow up with that by saying this. You cannot make anybody do the work. All right. I have had people who said they're so ready, they get signed up. I give them everything, which I'm going to talk about next, and they never respond to me, and I never hear from them again. And these are people that I know. It is never, ever you. This is what you need to do to be able to always walk away knowing that you did everything that you could. Number 1, you get them set up right. So really the majority of the work kind of comes to giving them all of the tools, which I'm going to give to you within the week of them signing up. And then the second thing that you need to do is you just keep showing up. You do you. That's all you have to do. Be there for them. But if they choose to fall off, you do not have to text them every day. You do not have to message them. All of that, if they pull back, that is not you. That's something going on with them that they have to overcome. And by you continuing to show up, you're showing them what's possible. So never feel that you have to pull people. You cannot want it more than somebody else. That's very, very important to remember. So then the third thing with that is, how we can get them set up with success. So I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. And keep showing up. Those are the main 2 things that you could do. Is that number 3? Yeah, clients. Okay, so this is really important. I want you to write it down. How you can support your clients is you want to make sure that you give them all of the tools that they need to be successful. So what I use on my phone is, I have an iPhone, I have a note section. I use that note section to create little folders for the different things I'm doing. So for the movement and mindset challenge, where we use growth day, I create a tab for that. For if it's the new program, BODi Lava is going to be coming out, I create a folder for that. Graphics that I might need when I'm trying to get someone set up or give them flavor suggestions, I create a folder for that. Links, I have a tab for my partner links. So if I have to make a story really quick, I'm not logging into the office. I have it saved right there in my notes section. I can pull it really quick. You will start to build that library for yourself. do that. That is a huge piece where you'll be able to pull from very, very quickly. Maybe it's even transformations or quotes that you heard from people. Start just collecting that and putting that in folders, because it'll make your business move a lot smoother as you go forward. But what we will be giving them is a getting started right checklist. This is a universal PDF that I created. It's not attached to me, so anybody can use it. What that means is you'll have a link as you get a new customer. You're going to give them this PDF sheet. It's clickable. It tells them how to walk through to watch the video on how to start the BODi membership library. It tells them about their shake. It shows them how they can take their measurements. The one thing it doesn't have right now is it has the link to our regular Fit Tribe and not the next level. And I've been trying to put people into next level because it's more involved for the first month. So right now it's just that link. I'm probably going to change it. And when I do, I'll let you know. But for now, it doesn't matter. Just use, if they get into that group, we can just put them in the other one. Use that to get into their hands, because that gives them all of the success that they would need. If you left right away, they would have everything that they needed if they wanted to do the work. If they didn't want to do the work, whether they had that checklist or not, they're not going to do it. I had nothing when I started, you guys. My friend was like, yeah, here's the link for the 21-day fix extreme. I figured it all out on my own because I wanted to do it, right? She didn't give me anything. And so I'm like, well, gosh, if I have people, I'm a teacher too, like I want to give them everything so that they have all these checklists. But you don't have to do that. The people who want to do it are going to figure it out themselves, okay? But we do have this, so they can't say that they didn't know what to do. We give them that checklist. And that is a really important piece. So once you have that, they've been set up and you're good to go. Now you get them in the group and now you just keep showing up, and they're going to watch that and they're going to say, wow, man, I shouldn't have stopped because she's still showing up. So that's really important. We just give them those tools, and I will get that in our team page so that you can access that link in that document and save it into that folder that you're going to create in your notes section. If you don't have an iPhone, I'm not sure how it is on Androids, but I'm sure you have something very similar where you have a note section where you can plug in all of those things and pull from them. And the final one is for you're in your second month. Now is the time to start building your team. Okay. Now, not after you've had a few months under your belt, not after you've gotten your first client success, not after you've gotten into the groove more. Right now is when you start building your business. You're excited. Things are motivating. You haven't had a time to overthink too much. You're not, looking at all the things that maybe you haven't been doing yet in your business. You are just starting, and this is exciting. And this is when you go crazy trying to build your team of people who are like you. So remember that now is the time. You have me also. So yeah, you're just starting out. We can do 3-way calls. This is actually something I really encourage. You have a few people and you're like, hey, they really want to do this. Get them on the phone. We set up a time. I'm on the phone too. You introduce us. I take over the call and I share with them what's going on if they're interested in their perspective. The business has always worked. Craig Holiday said this. I watched all of his videos. He was helping Beachbody when they first started way back in the day. This business is I do, we do, you do. Meaning when you get started, send them to me. I will help them. I will help them while you're watching and listening. Then we do it together, right? We're on the calls, you're doing it, and I'm just there to kind of help answer questions. And then finally you do. You will have now the experience. You've listened, you've watched, you've done it yourself a little bit with some support. Now you can run your own team and start helping your new partners be able to do the exact same thing. Our team will grow successful if we are duplicatable and we carry the mission and the energy of helping people live with joy and ease in their health and wellness and mindset practice. That's really what we're trying to do. We're trying to help as many people because we got helped from these tools. We're trying to get them in their hands, help them use them, and find joy and ease in that, because that is where the magic happens. When you can feel good about what you're doing, it's a ripple effect. It's a ripple effect, and we want more people doing that. So we duplicate in that way. I think that's it. 4 things. I hope this was valuable to you. Most importantly, have fun with this. This is exciting. You've just been handed a business and you are rocking it. You have taken the first steps. You have your first customers. What did they say? The world is your oyster. You have everything in your power to be able to build huge, grow huge in the next 1, 3, 6 months. You really, really do. It comes down to your belief and your ability to do the work and stay focused in those business hours. Okay, so stay plugged in, and we are going to rock out this second month.